this just a few moments ago. Contact between the PHM car of Gomez, and it looked to be Kostic as well. Andrea Kostic. In fact, it was Gomez. Yes, it was Kostic, who's gone straight to head, surely with damage. Just behind the former Junior World Cup racing champion, this just a few moments ago. Kabir Anurag going on through into the gravel. In fact, it wasn't. I'll take that back. This is, in fact, what brought out the safety car. Jonsson coming together with his teammate, Lin Hodenuis. So after two fairly sedate races so far in the weekend, it has come alive here this afternoon. Aldehedi in the pits. Rem is out. The safety car board. But as you're about to see, in this case, he had no choice. Kabir Anurag coming together with Alvise Rodella out of turn one. Damage to both of these cars. Anurag, the Singaporean, and Rodella, the Italian, for the Dutch Van Amersfoort racing team, coming together out of turn one. There is Kabir. Dion Gowder, in fact, it was, apologies. It was Dion in 50. Into the side. Make up your own minds. 7/10 of a second back to his teammate, Nakamura-Berta. The Alpine F1 Academy driver flying the flag for the German team. Goes around. Does Yamakoshi. This is the reason why. Turns in on the outside. Yep, he was helped. Stays in the car. No, he doesn't. Steps out. Two pole positions in the European Rotax Series earlier on in the year. This is the reason why. Down into turn four. He's not the first one to do that. He won't be the last one today either. And one of the Jensen Motorsport drivers into the gravel. Fortunately, with the rain compacting the gravel, he's able to go through. And Deegan Fairclough trying to make his way on through the Prema Racing duo. Freddie on the inside, Thomas on the outside. This grip there almost puts him into the gravel. He's off. Thomas into the gravel. He won't win race two. Stoltemanis fed a wheel from his teammates. This was the restart. Sideways going around the American. Everett stacking car 9 for the PHM team, facing backwards. Luca Vistoriano goes around. The American back in the race. This, the fight for the lead. Slater on the inside. There was grip on the outside. Gave him space. Thomas just ran out of road into championship contention. Dion Gowder off the road into turn 3. This is where Thomas Behrman went off. The Brit was not so lucky. Dion Gowder, the Singaporean, managed to get it back on track. The rain still falling at the top of the hill. And the second high-tech car, Reza Sawarathan, currently running third in the British F4 Championship. He was running in 18th position. This will drop him down the order, though. Slater, Jonsson. Gustav tries the outside of Freddie. Holds on to it. Gustav Jonsson, can he do it from there? He's in the gravel. Gustav's in the gravel. He recovers back on. Knew it. But into the gravel, Jack Beaton and Gianmarco Pradell. The two Australians have taken themselves out on the opening lap of the race. Gustav Jonsson around the outside of Freddie Slater. Had marginally, actually went through and just very briefly led from grid 12. This is the incident that brought out the safety car for the second time. Luca Vistoriano on the inside. Kai Dadianani, damage to the front left. As Maxim Rem goes down the inside, the US racing drivers tried to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Locks up, big crash down the inside. It looked to be Gianmarco Pradell. The US racing drivers were 1, 2, 3, 4 airborne as 3 cars take the cut through. It was Jack Beaton. Incredibly, he's continued on. Maxim Rem from pole position. The German leads as the field goes racing into turn 1. Nakamura-Berta, grid 4, stays P4. Great start from Vistoriano. As we see one of the Art Grand Prix cars go straight ahead through the chicane. Crash into the wall. One of the Gensa cars, it looks to be a US racing car. Fortunately at low speed for two of the US racing drivers, Robinson, Pradell, along with Francot and Samalisto. Down the inside, you can see Border locked up. Jack went straight ahead into Gianmarco. He was already out. Watch the left rear of Gianmarco's car smash into the ground. Damage to the left rear. 4 US racing teammates, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 3 of them come out of there, and then Ed Robinson can see damage to the left rear instantly. Jack straight through the chicane. Into the wall goes Gianmarco, and then this. Ed Robinson, it looked as though he was helped. Luca Samalisto with nowhere to go, and the same can be said for Reno Francot. There's Bora on the inside of King Nakamura-Berta. Slater's gone around! Freddie Slater! The championship leader out of position 4. Fending off from King Nakamura-Berta, Alex Powell has got Gauda, Rem, Olivieri right behind him. Freddie Slater has crossed the line in position 24. This racing was too frantic to continue on green. And you can see in the background, we have lost into the gravel Maxim Rem. It started so promisingly for the German from pole position. The car looks reasonably straight. Was mauled off the start as we see Larini. In fact, Everett Stack into the gravel. It's behind Larini. Vistoriano into the gravel, already with a damaged front wing. There's Popov on the inside. He skips on through Maximilian from the back of the grid. Popov up into P17. Vistoriano goes rallycross. The front wing is destroyed as it's thrown back onto the middle of the circuit. Watch this! Ram almost into the wall. How did he hang on to that? Surely there was damage. Locked up going into the Parabolica. There's the front wing of Luca Vistoriano being thrown back onto the circuit. Luca, who will start grid 5 for race 3 tomorrow, has just pulled into the pits though. And this is the moment. Maxim Rem buried into the gravel at the exit of Curva Grande. We'll go back half a lap, put 2 and 2 together. Hopefully it does not equal 5, but almost certainly it was a puncher. Down into turn 1, covers his line. Back to border. Nakamura-Berta around the outside. Jack locks up. He goes straight ahead. He throws the lead away. Larini goes around. Carnage at the restart. Jack has gone straight ahead. It's not for us to decide. We wait for word from race control. At the moment, car 45 in P1. Larini stranded at the exit of turn 1. Enzo Ye goes straight ahead. This is one of the messiest races we've seen in recent Formula 4 history as Freddie Slater tries to make up positions. This just a moment ago. Bianca making very slight contact with Andrea. In fact, it was Aurelia Nobels in the other Art Grand Prix car. There's Akshay right in the middle of the pack. Cautiously, they go down, thankfully, through turn 1. Larini goes straight ahead. One of the Prema cars has gone around at the first corner. The championship leader in P7. Down into turn 1. Dion Gauda going around. He was helped. Everett Stack just behind. Down into turn 1. This is how Freddie Slater lost the front wing. Sorry, Alex Powell lost the front wing. Into the back of Luca Vistoriano, who has continued on. Smash. There we go. Maximilian Popov. The 2 US racing teammates are still racing. They haven't seen the yellow flag yet. This is Bustamante just a moment ago into the side of her teammate. Aurelia Nobel, she turns in and the back comes around. Fortunately, she's right on the inside of the circuit. This is precarious.